afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to end of day Tuesday, the 14th. I'm JT Backus, the Academy Headmaster over at First Stage's Theater Academy, here to welcome you to your end of day. So, we are going to begin with a couple announcements. First off, we have our First Stage at Home activities all uploaded onto our website, so feel free to check those out. Also, happy 414 Milwaukee Day. I am very, very happy and proud of where I come from, and I'm very happy to be representing Milwaukee right now on the live stream for First Stage. So, happy 414 Day. Also, tag us with that hashtag FS at Home. If you end up doing those activities and taking pictures, we'd love to see what you're up to. We also have Summer Academy registration that is open. Please go ahead and click that link in the description because spots are filling up quickly. Also, we have our Bardathon that will be going up on the 25th of April. So here's a bit of information. If you don't know what the Bardathon is, it is our young company, an award-winning company of young actors. They will be performing between 4 and 80 monologues each. Depending on how much they memorize, it's pretty spectacular. And they do one after another, and it is to raise funds for First Stage. Excuse me, it helps support their Shakespeare programming and the young company trip to the Utah Shakespeare Festival competition. Also, it helps with their week out at American Players Theater to continue their learning, as well as the different young company performance projects throughout the season. Here's how you can get involved. If you would like to make a donation, go ahead and click the link in the description. Also, tune in live on the Facebook page for First Stage on April 25th at 5 p.m. It lasts approximately an hour. And again, more info can be found in the description of this video. Our Ask Academy question for today was, what was your favorite musical that you have been in? And we have those answers for you at the end of our program today. We also encourage all of you to submit your own challenges and acknowledgments in the form below because the program that we run here for the streaming is much more interactive with the fact that you submit some of those challenges and acknowledgments. So, you might be wondering at this time of uncertainty that what are some ways that you can help support First Stage in general? Well, check this out.
Here are some other ways that you can help support First Stage. If you had any tickets to one of the canceled performances, you can choose to donate your tickets to First Stage. You can also create a family package for our 2021 season. Feel free to purchase a gift card redeemable for tickets or for our Theater Academy classes. Feel free to share your love for First Stage on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. If you would like to help even more, please connect with us. We'd love to hear from you.
So those are some ways that you can help First Stage during this time. Now we're going to move forward to our acknowledgements. Our acknowledgements are ways that we celebrate celebrate the work done throughout the day. We have two of them that were submitted, and this one is from Rachel, and Rachel says, Rachel would like to acknowledge all the students for doing these challenges. And this next one is from Nancy. Nancy says, I would like to acknowledge all Academy students who are keeping up with their classes and finding motivation within themselves to keep their work going. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Rachel, for those acknowledgments. I have one acknowledgement. I would like to acknowledge the weather for letting us go outside for a couple of minutes today so that we can breathe in that beautiful, fresh air. Those are all the acknowledgments for today. If you had an acknowledgement that didn't get read on today's acknowledgement live stream, feel free to go up to that person or send a text or a picture or whatever it is to that person acknowledging them. It is just as it is on this live stream to you going up to that person, if not even more important, to go up to that person and just tell them what you're thankful for and the acknowledgement that you would like to give them. So those are all the acknowledgements that we have for today. Let us move into our reflection, and then we'll move into our Ask Academy section. So Go ahead, if you aren't already, please stand. Shoulder length apart, feet shoulder length apart, knees slightly bent, arms at your side, relaxed, and shoulders back and relaxed. And just breathe, and your head is being pulled up by a beam of light or a string of pearls, whatever works for you. And when you're ready, just close your eyes, or just find something to look at. Fix your gaze to the floor or straight ahead of you, and just listen to my voice. So we talked this morning a little bit about failure and how there's no innovation or creativity without it. And I think that so many of us fear failing, right? I know I was one of those kids in school that was afraid to raise his hand a lot of his classes because he felt like he was going to get the answer wrong. And so many times, even in university and theater classes where there necessarily isn't a right or wrong answer, there was this timidness to actually go first or even get up there, right? Even when I'm paying thousands of dollars for a class, I'm afraid to even go up there and give a monologue or give a song. So what is that fear, right? And I believe a lot of us stems from the society that's around us, right? There's this idea that we always need to have the right answer, or we need to have the last word in an argument, or we have to do this, or we have to do that, right? And we see it. We see it every day. It's very visible, even now more so than ever because of social media, right? There's this idea that I'm right, you're wrong. And then you're going, well, no, I feel like I'm right, you're wrong. And then there's this big clash. Right? So the fun thing in theater is it's interpretive, right? Art is subjective as it is. And I believe that within those failures, great things, I say to my improv students, there are no mistakes in improv, right? Because those mistakes are golden nuggets that you can utilize within your scene, right? You could be on stage with the worst actor or actress in the entire world and still come away with one of the most brilliant scenes possible. How? Because you are utilizing everything to your advantage. You are utilizing, maybe it's the way they look at you, maybe it's the way they are standing that will help you choose an action. So, I encourage everyone to fail boldly, right? Because the great thing is, like I've said in so many of these end of days, is that theater is supportive. This community is full of support. I was just talking with a coworker minutes before this live stream about how beautiful this whole family is of theater, right? We have one person, and you ask for help, and you shall get it. And you will get it in probably more ways than you ever even dreamed or imagined. But you have to believe, and you have to actually do that. And it's not always easy. And in fact, it's actually rather really scary, especially for young people still figuring out who they are and what they want to do. So as you go into this next day, evening and morning, I want you to start to really believe in that what you're doing is okay. And if you make mistakes, which I hope you do, and I hope that you do end up falling so that you can figure out how to get yourself back up. Because if you never fall, you'll never know how to get back up. Right? They always say with infants or children, you never give them the toy. You always let them get to the toy so they figure out how to do it. Right? That's how crawling happens. That's how walking happens. Right? I don't have the advantage of being a parent, but I know that when you see things happen naturally, and people figuring them out for themselves, that creates a stronger person and a stronger base to build off of, versus someone giving you all the answers. Right? So you have to take those risks. Otherwise, what's the point? And you can utilize this not only in your artistic career, but in life. Right? That way you can take those life skills through those stage skills and go out into the world and then teach them to someone else and help someone else. It's a beautiful thing about being a teacher, right? So, I know that's a lot to think about. But notice where you are in the building, right? How close are you to the roof? Maybe you're like a million miles away. Maybe you feel like you're just one step closer to getting there. It's not a race in the end, because it's your journey and only yours. And with that, we're going to breathe in, and then I'm going to play the Ask Academy question of the day, and then you're going to go out and have a great rest of your evening, all right? All right, so still standing, go ahead and breathe in, and out, and in, and out. One more time, and in, and forward. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for Wacky Wednesday tomorrow, which I'm very excited to see what you guys do for Wacky Wednesday. So, again, Wacky Wednesday, I forgot to describe it in the announcements, but Wacky Wednesday is when you get to dress up in your first stage gear and put on a costume, whatever that is, or you could be like a full-size dragon suit with your first stage shirt, or like 4 sunglasses on at the same time, or wearing socks as hand warmers. I don't know. There's so many possibilities for Wacky Wednesday. But the cool thing is you can snap a picture or a video and send that to us, and then it'll get featured on our end of day. So, again, our question for Ask Academy was, what is your favorite musical that you have been in? Check it out. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Hi, Academy. Today's question, what is a favorite musical that you've been in? Gosh, I've been in a lot more plays than I have musicals, but the musicals that I have been a part of have been some of my favorite performing memories ever. In high school, I was in a production of Gypsy, and I played Dainty June, and I love the musical Gypsy, and that was a really fun role to play. I also have directed a few musicals, and I love directing musicals. It's one of my favorite things to do artistically. Willy Wonka, I love that musical. I think it's pretty special. It has a great message, really incredible characters, and an opportunity for the ensemble to truly shine. Those are just a few of my favorite musical memories. What about you guys? See you soon.
So my favorite musical that I was a part of was Little Women, where I play Professor Bear. And overall, it was a really great experience of a show to be a part of. I love the music of it, and I love sharing the stage with so many talented artists. And it was really cool because Professor Bear got to duet with the cello, or the director chose to. So I got to play the cello while singing, which was kind of cool. And I just loved working with those different artists, especially my Joe. So it's not my favorite musical, but it's my favorite musical that I've been a part of.
It feels almost impossible to choose one favorite musical that I've been in. So I'm gonna just choose the one that stuck out to me today, which is freshman year of high school. We did Les Mis, and it was actually the first year that the high school rights came out for Les Mis, and they even figured out at my school how to build the rotating stage, which was super cool. And that show's just always stuck with me. I think the music is absolutely beautiful, and the story is so powerful, and just one of my all-time favorites, and I was really glad that I got to do it.
Hello everyone. My favorite musical that I have been in is Porgy and Bess. Be safe and continue to practice social distancing. Have a great day.
I'd have to say probably either Once Upon a Mattress. I got to play Prince Dauntless, and that was a lot of fun. Or Spamalot. It was a unique project where I actually was the assistant director, and I also played like 4 or 5 different supporting parts. It was one of the hardest times I've ever worked in the theater, but definitely one of the most rewarding.